Good evening, and welcome to the Heikadelic Show. We would like to take this moment to let you know that viewer and listener discretion is strongly advised. So sit back, have yourself a nice cool drink or hot drink, and enjoy the show. And welcome once again to the Heikadelic Show.
Hi there, my name's Mr. Wiggleton, and I'm actually the producer and janitor here at the Heikadelic Show. But anyhow, I think it's good, but it really it's pretty late show, so I don't even watch it myself, so I have no idea what it's about. But that Heiko guy, he's pretty smart. He is pretty smart. He doesn't pay me well, but he's pretty smart.
Hello.
Good evening.
Oh, Derek. Where's Derek?
We've lost
You did
Derek.
right.
It's Eric, the lost drummer.
All right.
Okay.
We'll take him
Oh,
out.
all
So
right.
it's just you and I tonight, I guess.
Yes, yeah, okay. Ringo and
Michael's,
George. It's
having
Ringo
some
and
technology
George
issues.
tonight. George and Ringo,
Yeah.
surviving
We have
Beatles.
Junior coming on tonight as well.
Yeah,
So,
saw that. Look forward to
yeah.
that.
So I see Sandra was the first one.
She
on
was the
tonight.
first. Yes, well done, Sandra.
So she wins that prize.
Yeah.
She gets a picture
The
of
ver-
lovely George's backside.
The virtual prize. We live in a virtual world with virtual
So
prizes.
while we're waiting it out for the boys to get on,
Mhm.
I discovered a new drink concoction.
Uh-oh.
You remember the night I had what was it, 5 Jägermeister shots?
Yeah, the scientific experiment. I remember that.
The scientific, and really it's not science until you can repeat it more than
Okay.
once. So I should probably do that. Maybe not tonight, but I've got plenty of Jaeger. But
Okay.
so the discovery was,
Mhm.
I didn't have any like Red Bull or anything like that to do Jaeger bombs, and I was by myself, and
Uh-oh.
those aren't fun unless you got a group of people.
Right.
So I was looking up different Jaeger recipes, and I just bought freshly squeezed orange juice, right?
Mm-hmm.
The no sugar added, it's pure. So I took a shot of Jaeger bomb and put it in the orange juice. Oh my God, it was good.
Wow.
Tasted like more, and then more after that. So yeah, if you want to get the Jaeger into you,
I'm not really. I'm just a beer guy, really.
yeah,
I'm not really into the liquors and stuff like that.
beer guy, yeah.
But tonight, I mean, we can't open it yet because we need the music. But
right,
we got the old Trooper tonight.
Oh wow, I gotta try one of those. I haven't tried them yet.
Yeah, pretty good.
Are they good? Is it dark or is it?
It's kind of amber, like amberish.
Oh yeah. I've got what have I got tonight? I've got the old
Grolsch. Okay.
Yeah, I think that might be one of the leftover ones when Heiko dropped in a few weeks ago. So.
All right. Yeah, he likes his German beers.
Yeah,
right?
he likes the the varieties. He's not like Canadian and Coors Light and all that stuff.
No.
Of course, I think put anything in front of him, they'll drink it, but reluctantly.
There's a few of us like that.
So Sandra was on first, Melanie was on next, and then she's saying hello from Joe and I.
Okay.
And Kathy's there.
Oh, hello, Kathy.
Yeah. Cheers. Well, you know what? Let's get it going.
Yeah. We've got some thirsty people out there.
Viewers are anxiously waiting.
Oh, wrong mouse.
The show must go on.
The show must go on, whatever happens. And this
We're
must
going to bring
all.
because it tastes good.
There you go.
Oh, that's so good.
The first one's always great.
I gotta watch how much I'm drinking though, because I'm
You're on the meds,
still
are
taking.
you?
Yeah, it's still taking
Painkillers. Yeah.
I don't recommend that to anybody, of course.
No, see, there it is. It's kind of like
Yeah. Hey, that's a nice tone. It really is.
yeah, it is nice and smooth. Hi, Kathy.
Kathy's saying hi directly.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Atomic Ballroom George.
Atomic Ballroom. The weekend starts there, but that's not till tomorrow.
That's right.
We've got to survive tonight first.
So, I see Derek's back.
All right, it's Eric,
He's
the
in
lost
green
drummer.
room. And Junior's in the green room.
All right.
Well, here we're. Hey guys, hey,
All
I'm
right,
here with
Eric.
Hike. Can you hear him? Say hi, Hike.
Hey, I'm here.
Hey.
Hi.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
We've just played the banana split, so you can.
Yeah, they just
pop the can.
played the banana split, so we're just in time to have a
Yes.
drink.
I heard that, and I'm having a drink right now.
Okay.
Right. So
But seem to be having some technical difficulties.
Mm.
Yeah.
yeah.
I wonder
so
why that is. Maybe
that's what we tried emailing to you. And the way I showed him, I can get online, but he can't get online doing it.
yeah.
Oh,
I
really?
wonder though
I've even
if it
tried
has something.
copying and pasting the link and everything, and it's not working.
Yeah, but maybe it has something to do with because of the
Is your internet down out there because of the
well,
storm?
no, but the cell companies might be putting like I haven't tried like a FaceTime or anything with anybody,
You
but
can't hear them too well, eh, Hike?
I can hear them. They're a little bit quiet, but I hear them.
Yeah.
yeah. So Hike, I wonder if it's the cell service because
Well, I got my internet's working perfectly. I'm on the internet. I'm doing all kinds of shit. So
oh,
Well,
all
go.
it is the connection, right?
yeah.
Yeah, but you said it's not even saying a spot where to say to send it. You know what I mean? To hit
No.
go to go.
So on your
I go to Google and I put it in the search box. I paste it in there,
Yeah.
yeah.
and
Then on your phone, on the bottom right corner, it should say go. Well, mine says go. Right?
yeah, I don't have that. It's weird.
Are you in Google? Is that what are you using Google?
Yeah, I'm at google.ca.
Okay, so you put it in there.
So I put it in there, but now I have the only button I can press is return, and it just gives me the same thing with an X beside it. And if I press that, it says delete.
Okay, so you go to the compass looking thing, clear the bar.
I'm gonna put you in the green room, and you can because
I'm trying to get you help.
Yeah.
I think our numbers
All right,
are
you guys
going down
talk
faster
about
than a
George's
blonde
bum
boy
or
in
something.
Prison
I mean,
Break. What's that?
George's backside.
Yeah, we're gonna do the backside. We'll get that rolling.
All
All
right.
right.
See you guys in a few minutes.
Okay.
All right.
Junior,
Junior.
do you have a light in there?
Do I have a light in there? Am I dark?
Yeah, you're just a shadow moving around.
Yeah.
You're not wearing any clothes again, aren't you?
No, I'm all right.
Okay.
I'm not that good looking. Do you want me to be a lot brighter?
Yeah, we got to see you.
Oh gosh. Okay. Well, then put me back in the green room and I'll adjust my lighting.
Okay. Wow, George, all these technical difficulties.
Wow, the gremlins are definitely abroad tonight, as they say.
The gremlins are afoot.
They are.
I almost
tonight.
didn't make it on the show tonight because of the power
Yeah,
outage, right?
Yeah. So when did you get your power back? Was it your power or your internet that was out till like this
I
evening?
lost everything. I lost all the power here. So I figured
From
out a
Saturday
way that I
afternoon?
could have, got the internet back up because I have Starlink, so I don't really need to rely on that. But I got my backup generators working for the house, so
Right.
I was able to, save the deep freezes and all of that, right?
Mm-hmm. How did you amuse yourself then? with no internet or anything.
Ringo has a plastic bag behind him. Oh
Okay.
yeah, here it is.
Yeah.
Good call. That's my huffing bag. Just blow a little weed in there and away you go.
All right.
I don't recommend that, of course.
No.
Okay, what do you got for the backside, George?
I was just saying, how did you amuse yourself for without power and internet and all the rest of it for 2 days?
Well, that's a good question. I slept a lot.
Okay.
I watched downloads that I had on my phone.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I just kind of puttered around a lot.
Okay.
Took some inventory of the damage on this, at the uprooted a tree and actually cracked another one, split an old oak tree.
Wow.
So I don't have any yellow ribbons for it. So it's coming down.
Not too bad though. But damage wasn't too bad.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
So
I know it was pretty scary, wasn't it, for a while?
Yeah. Yeah.
I'll do without that, please, and thank you very much.
So without let's get that. Oh, you got a rainbow there.
There's a rainbow. That's it.
Taste the rainbow. Band or solo artist?
It's kind of a band, but with a front man. I might win this week. Well, I might keep it going for a while. I lose every week in the end.
Wow. So what year?
I think it's 76.
1976. Peter Frampton.
Let me see. It's bloody dark in here. Peter Frampton. See what
Sandra, it's a band with a lead singer.
What kind of it's the
Good
blah
guess.
blah. It's blah blah and the blah.
Ooh,
band.
Casey and the Sunshine Band.
Kathy thinks it's Casey and the Sunshine Band. Let's see.
You know what? That's one of your favorite bands, isn't it, George?
Yes.
As soon as she said it, I'm like, oh yeah, that band.
And you sat next to him on a plane, right?
Yes. Yeah. I sat with I was sitting with the drummer.
Oh, okay.
That's how I first noticed the band was kind of surrounding me. Of course, I guess they sort of were drawn to the voice of an angel.
Well, who wouldn't be?
Yeah. They offered me not tickets to the show, but like a guest pass, right?
Oh wow, I'd have taken it.
They were playing at Rama.
Yeah, I probably was there actually. What year was that?
Probably there.
What was it like in the 2000s or more recent than that?
Oh, it was in the 2000s.
Yeah, I was up there a couple of times actually.
In fact,
one of the times he brought his book out, which it was on sale for $40. At the merch, the merch table and what have you. And he did his thing, the whole show. And just before he finished, he said, "Give me about 15, 20 minutes, and I'll come out into the foyer or whatever and sign anything you've got." So I'd already bought the book, so I got him to sign it.
Right.
Yeah, and then,
well,
I remember a few years later, I was in a Dollarama, and these books were on sale for like $2 each, I think, or $1. No stack of them.
Also, I guess Kathy's saying that maybe we should get Derek, see if Derek could guess it. And then he doesn't look to be listening right now, anyway. So
okay.
Maybe we can trick him.
Okay. I'm just wondering if I've got anything else that we can.
Like we could just sort of pretend that
Yeah.
We're just starting the backside now. Like we can throw up the little trailer.
Hey, folks, it's time for George's backside, my favorite part of the show. So sit back and have a look at his backside, and you can catch George out in the clubs DJing. That's right, flipping those discs and whatever else he does. But hey, right now, I just want you to focus on his backside and come up with some answers.
It takes me back.
He's almost got a younger version of your mustache though, but
Yeah.
full bush.
Yeah. The trademark. Yeah.
But his mustache is a little more like what was that? Welcome Back, Cotter, right? Remember that?
Yeah.
We got Hike. Hey,
Well,
buddy.
Kathy thought Def Leppard last week. Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if they can hear you because we're talking on the phone together. So we might have to be off the phone for you to talk on the phone because you can't talk. We didn't add a call.
Okay, well let's hang up.
Yeah. Fuck, hang up, man. I don't want to talk to you. All right.
So it worked. Yay.
All right. So Hike, I can hear you.
Can you?
Yeah, you're very quiet.
Oh, can the other guys hear me?
Yeah. Quiet. Yeah.
Really?
No, it's an echo.
Maybe you need to turn your mic up. Oh,
I don't know.
Junior went to put on a new wardrobe.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
His he wasn't well lit, and all we saw was a shadow.
Is this working for you guys or no?
Can hear you better now.
It's got to come up a little bit.
We got sound?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah.
Woohoo! All right.
Yep.
Well, that
What's
was
happening?
fun.
Like, what did you guys do?
Derek.
Can't you do
We
it?
were just doing a little bit of, on the side here
Oh.
in the dark in the closet so nobody could see us.
Oh.
Uh-huh.
Well, we're
How's
gonna.
everybody? Hey,
We're pretty
how's
good,
everybody?
Heiko. We're pretty good.
Are ya? Nice.
So so Derek, have a look at George's backside.
It's just for you now. There's only you can guess. All right.
And don't
Having
cheat.
a drink.
No cheating. You ready?
Ready. Oh, look at the rainbow. No.
Any ideas?
Is Sandra saying
Derek,
yes?
we can't hear
I said
you
yes?
either. What's going on?
Yeah, we've lost Derek's audio.
it's because
There
I
he
had to take my mic off of mute. I guess when I moved
Kathy,
it, I hit the mute button.
Kathy should be our producer. She's concerned about the sound.
So okay, so that
She
album.
noticed I had a bag out.
You had a bag of what?
A bag of actually nothing.
Ah.
All right, can I see that album again one more time?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I know who it is.
Okay.
It's just the rainbow kind of gives it away, I think. And
All right.
I'm pretty sure if we had Mr. Rudy Blair on, he'd probably get it just like that.
You think?
Really?
Yeah.
Are you going to chance it?
Oh
A
yeah.
stab-
Casey and the Sunshine Gang or whatever.
Are you going for Casey and the Sunshine? Are you sure?
Yes. Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
What makes you think it's KC though?
Well, because isn't that his name? I think.
Oh, sorry. Oh, hang on. Sorry. No.
Oh, I was wrong. Yeah.
Yeah. There you go. Look at that.
I believe when Rudy was on, he was wearing a shirt very similar to that.
Well noticed. He was.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so we'll get
Hey, tonight
Junior
I'm
on.
drinking a clever mojito
Oh.
How could it be clever?
because it's got no alcohol. I
Smart.
love anything mint, right? And this is like spearmint. It's awesome. I love it.
Really? Where'd you get that? The same place you got the that seed lip stuff?
Um,
I'm still looking for that. I can't find it.
no, I got this in Uxbridge. There's a vegan place, and they just have this non-alcohol stuff. So I bought it, and it was good.
Really? Well, that's cool.
Really,
Well, you can't get much in Uxbridge now. They're kind of like they got hit
kind of
pretty
like
hard the
flattened.
other day. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cars flipped over on the roofs.
Struggling.
The brewery had the roof ripped off.
Yeah,
It's,
Second Wedge Brewery's gone.
Yeah.
The Trinity Church got its steeple ripped off. There's an apartment that the walls are collapsing.
Yeah. Amazing, man.
How just century homes that are like destroyed
Yeah.
right
Yeah.
in town, right?
And
It's a
for
shame.
me, we got heavy
Wow.
rain. You're a lot closer to Uxbridge, Derek. So did you get
Well-
anything bad at home or?
My in-laws are in-laws. My girlfriend's parents live in Uxbridge. We
Okay.
were cleaning up all their last couple days,
Yeah.
but I don't think anybody, and I haven't heard, but I don't think anybody got killed, so that's a good thing.
There were 5 people killed in the area.
In in Durham.
In the I guess wherever, kind of a mix.
Wow.
Yeah.
So, but I could be wrong with those facts. I heard, but
Derek, do you have another like a episode of this running concurrently? We're hearing an echo off of your panel.
No. No.
Ooh. And Hike, what do
I'm
you
not
think?
hearing an echo.
So your mic though, like, is really low. We could just
Okay, there's nothing
We
I
can
can
hear
really
you.
do about it.
okay.
I got no way of changing my mic settings. I'm on my phone. The only
Yeah.
thing is I noticed when I
In
got
the
in,
series,
the little meter wasn't working for the microphone.
Huh.
Tampa
So,
just won
I
apparently.
don't know. Tampa?
Yeah. Just in case if anybody is into hockey. Sorry, my son just came out.
Updates.
Where's it going?
All right. I'm gonna go out and see if there's any settings I can change here. I don't think so, but
Okay.
check it out.
Yeah. Okay.
Meanwhile,
Well, Hike, when we were talking, I think you went into settings and you said there was mic stuff. I think you might have turned your mic volume down.
No, there's no actual setting there to change it. It just
No.
shows you that the mic is working. Right? It's a little meter, right?
Yeah,
But
yeah.
it wasn't moving. It wasn't doing anything. That's why I was concerned. I thought, I don't think my mic's on. But,
Hey, Junior.
holy crap.
Oh, hello again. We can see you now.
Hi, how are you?
Great.
Yeah, I can hear that echo as well there, Rico.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got an echo.
Wow. I don't hear the echo. Echo.
So maybe
Yeah.
it's just in our heads, Ringo. I don't know.
Something just changed.
Oh, that is.
Wow.
Yeah.
What happened there? Somebody pressed a button. Something
Oh,
went.
there you go. Look at that. You're all of a sudden.
no,
loud.
I just overrode your session, your settings. So when you came in, it probably somehow got adjusted down.
Okay.
It was on
So now you
auto?
can hear me better?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
perfect.
Let's do it. It
Yeah.
sounds like I'm in a garbage can now.
You can hear you a lot better though, no, Heiko. So
Call you
Okay,
Oscar.
let's go with it then. If you guys can hear me better than everybody else can.
So I think Heiko, you can just kind of do the roll call and we'll wrap up the show.
Okay. That's it.
Yeah.
Glad you can all make it. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
It's funny. I was looking online just before the show. I saw my buddy AJ down south in Alabama. He was online, so I hope he's listening. And Keisha, Antonio, John, send us a message. Tell us you're here. Tell us you're listening.
So Sandra said it was sweet of Derek to reach out on Facebook. Yeah, I noticed that too, Derek. That was very nice.
yeah, I did too. Way to go.
But you didn't call me. I was fucking powerless.
Well, you want to know something? I didn't call many
Thanks
people.
though for reaching out to the rest of the world.
I didn't call many people.
Voice of an Angel has it covered, man.
Yeah.
It's all
I'm a
good.
prepper.
I left it for if you want it, because some people are too
Okay,
modest to ask
the
for help.
reality of it is you are running for mayor of Uxbridge. I know that already. So you were
Wow.
trying to one up the mayor, who I think did a fine job at
Mr. Dave Barton. I actually grew
Dave.
up with him.
Yeah.
He's a very good for the town.
Yeah, I've chatted with him. He seems like a good egg, you know. But it was good that he he got very engaged and kind of an hour by hour update. It was good. I mean, Uxbridge is only what from where I'm at, like 30 minutes away. So
Yeah. No,
but they were hit pretty hard.
Yeah.
They got nailed. It was pretty good.
Well, leave it down along the lake, like Oshawa, Bowmanville, Curtis, that area. I think they got hit pretty good too down there, right?
Yeah, the Oshawa and Peterborough. Peterborough got nailed.
Yeah.
I think that was the three big ones.
Yeah.
So they're calling it. I don't know what was it. A microburst or something. It's got something that's almost my name. It's like Dare Wreck or something. But
yeah, microburst is like a tornado, but it's very small and in a little area. So maybe that's what I'm talking about.
Derek, it's called a Dare Rectum.
A Dare Rectum. Damn
Wow.
near killed them.
That's right.
From what I understand, instead of it doesn't spin, it's closer to a hurricane type thing, but it comes down.
Yeah.
Two cold fronts meet with a hot one, and it just all of a sudden pushes down, and that's why the trees were just snapping. They weren't taken away; they were just snapped over.
Yeah. So my front yard, I've got about a 30-foot oak there, and it's cracked pretty badly. So it's got to get cut off because the limb is hanging over the house. And then by the road, there's about a 20-foot tree that was completely uprooted.
Wow.
I've got to say, Junior is really holding that pose well.
Yeah, he's got like a perma smile going on.
Hey, Junior,
there.
don't move, Junior. You want to play the steering game?
And he froze.
Yeah, he was a little frozen. Like I haven't heard him for a while.
Yeah, well, we're looking to catch up with him, or he can catch up with us. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Bradley, how are you?
Hi, Bradley.
All right. He called us gentlemen. What's up with that?
Well, he uses that term loosely, apparently.
Yeah.
So guess who I saw on Friday?
Who'd you see?
I saw Darren Fox.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Right. How was that?
Oh my God, it was amazing. He was right on, man. The MC, she was okay. She wasn't bad. And then they had an act opening for him, I guess.
Yep.
Right.
He was okay too, but whatever. That's what they do. They put the up and comings in type stuff, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Holy shit! When he came on, he knocked the thing out of the park, man. He was on and he was funny.
Well, he's just completed a tour with I can't remember the guy's name, but they he's like he's pretty hot right now.
Yeah.
Good.
So I had a chat with him, stuff like that. He came over and visited our group, and he gave me all the material he has, like everything he's ever done. So it was kind of cool, right? And he's going, "Oh, why didn't you tell me you're coming? Blah blah. Would have got you free tickets." I said, "Buddy," I said, "You got to make money too, right? I come down to see your show. I want to have a good time." So he does want to come back on the Heikadelic show. I just have to hook up with him. He's touring around, but the next time he comes in through Toronto, he might be a good time. So I'll be in touch with him. Yeah.
All right, there's a nice clear picture. All
Yeah.
right.
You caught me off guard there.
So, Junior, now I want to see if you can pose and hold the poses. Shit, he's doing it again. No, I want to see if you can hold the pose as long.
Yeah.
As long as you did last time.
Oh my God, this has got to be wickedly way too much crap, guys. You have no idea what I've been dealing with. Internet wise. There we are. Am I heard? Am I there? I'm seeing. Okay.
Yeah, you're fine.
Yeah,
That's
anyway,
perfect.
I'll
Hold
keep
that
it
phone.
short because I'm sure I talked about it last time. So anyway, to my left, I've got a brand new modem. I had, like on 2.5 Men, you call the guy. So I called the guy. He was here, hooked up. Everything is going to be fine. Bullshit. I've had my laptop looked at or whatever. It's got to be some kind of I don't know how to describe it. Anyway, so yeah, it's kind of annoying. This has been going on a few times there, even on our show. So,
did he give you that special 50-50 warranty? 50 seconds and 50 feet from the house? That's it.
Yeah.
That's why you have shotguns. Short range, but really bite you in the ass.
Yeah. So, but anyway, how are you guys?
So good.
Doing good.
Hi, Brad.
Good.
Well, we just went through an outage up here, so
Yeah.
It wasn't fun.
We didn't get it as much my way, but I've been watching. Of course, I've seen Derek's postings and so on there. I actually posted on my wall a tornado that did happen Ottawa way.
Right. Yeah, they did get something up in Ottawa as well. Yeah, we just got hard rain. My wife and I were actually outside, and the rain came down like crazy. We were just getting the animals in, but no wind. Just that a little bit of wind, but you know what I mean? The rain was going a little bit up on an angle.
Yeah.
But then we heard what happened just 20 minutes south of us. It was like, holy shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. We went down to Sunderland, and a bunch of trees were down all over the side of the highway. So,
George, what about you? Did you have anything going on?
A little bit. It wind, real strong winds and rain, lashing rain. Yeah, but
Mine was like really scary, actually. Not that voice of an angel gets scared at all, but what happened was I thought it might have been well. Okay, I got a little backstory here. So those edibles, yeah, I've been having these weird trips on them. Like I think they might cause like hallucinations a little bit, but I guess I shouldn't take so many. But yeah, so they announced the weather on that alert thing, right, on your phone. Yeah. So it's broadcast. I think anybody listening is familiar with it. So they announced it, and then all of a sudden, I look up and nothing but darkness over the house. So I'm thinking, oh, we're right under it. And then I heard a boom, and I was downstairs. And Heiko, you've seen the property. I've got like double doors up front. Those blew open, like they were deadbolted. It blew open.
Wow.
All this water started shooting in. It would look like there were a couple of firemen out there with fire hoses blowing them right in and right down the marble staircase, right?
Well, the doors just burst open.
Just burst open.
Wow.
So what happened was it was a straight line hit. It uprooted this 20-footer tree on my property and the road, like right at the front down by the road. Then it went straight through and it cracked this big old oak tree that's got to be standing about 35 feet. And then went right for the doors, blew open the doors. And so I was concerned that the dogs might run out. So I closed the doors and I got my broken arm up against the door trying to hold it shut. And then I heard almost sounded like a jet engine and the doors blew open again. And I was kind of crouched like around the doorknob and it blew me back. And
wow.
I was sort of crouched anyway, so I didn't like fall, but I slid pretty darn close to the stairs and I would have been a goner there. So I went back to get the doors shut again and thinking like it just threw me. So I thought, well, why not try and take on Sharknado again? So I get up closed in about, I think, 10, 15 minutes it was done. But yeah, I was pretty sore. Like my broken shoulder, my arm was sore. And the next 2 days, I could feel actually pain in my hips from it. But, consolidated with the fact that I'm an old man now. Was it the storm or was it being old, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, it was pretty bad. It was pretty bad. It took my ATV cab, tossed it from the front of the house to the pond. So that's almost an acre and a half across. And
Wow.
I had, my bug out trailer. I got this propane stove oven that I haven't installed, and I had it sitting outside that yellow tent that I store stuff in. And it took it and shot it across my driveway, and it busted into pieces. So, and my driveway was like the size of a parking lot.
Yeah.
Might as well be. I've got all those vehicles sitting there.
That's unreal, buddy.
Yeah, it was pretty bad. And then, of course, no power. So because I'm on a well, I didn't have a pump. And so after the pressure drained, that was it. We get our drinking water from the spring up on Lake Ridge anyway. So we were well stocked. So what I ended up doing, I waited overnight to see what was going on, because we were assured we'd get power up back the next day, and that didn't happen. So I ran cables to all of the, 4 deep freezes actually, and all the refrigerators, and had to sacrifice the bar fridge. And that was it. Got everything up running on a diesel generator, and man, I got my money's worth out of that thing. 3,800 watts, kept it humming overnight, and I top it up with gas in the morning, and it's all good.
Yeah, but you said diesel. What's that? $3,000 a liter right now?
Oh no! Sorry, not diesel. I was mixing drinks. It's a gas generator.
Yeah, don't worry.
I was mixing it with. I work in the facility field where there's diesel generators everywhere. But anyway, tomato, right? Yeah,
you guys got you guys got a whole lot worse than what we did. That's wild to hear that, Ringo, and you're coming off an injury as well. So
yeah, well, it was very painful. I slept pretty good last night, but for the past few days, I'd be hitting the pillow at 4 a.m. and getting up at about 6, and just sort of wasn't good for the arm, right, or the shoulders. So,
well, that makes sense why you've had so many edibles.
Well, yeah, that was funny. I mean, I'm not saying it just kind of wasn't for me, right? I don't know. I experimented with definitely the two, like, you said cut it up into 9, and I had 2 of them. That was pretty trippy. But my issue with them is the fact that the older you get, the more times you get up to go to the bathroom. And it's okay, you take an edible and you're nice and calm in that. But these ones here, my legs felt like I was standing on spaghetti. Like I felt like Pinocchio, or like a wooden puppet kind of thing. And I thought, this is not good, because I don't want to fall again and re-break.
No, that's for sure.
But they are, hey, you know what? My review is that they're good. It's just somehow I have to, maybe I'll get myself like a wheelchair or transit chair from my bed to the bathroom.
Just have
What's that?
Just have less. Instead of 2, have 1.
Doing that. I don't want to break it up so it's almost nothing, right? Like I gotta, condition myself, I guess.
Yeah.
But I've been taking a lot of drugs lately, so so yeah, my plan to get
is it for pain, Ringo? Is that the reason why? I'm not trying to be funny. Is it for pain?
Is it what? What
is it for pain that you're taking them because of your injury?
Yeah.
Well, partly pain and pleasure, right? That's a good combination, pleasure and pain, But no, it just I don't know. I thought I'd experiment with edibles a bit to see if it does anything for pain, rather than go with perks and Dilaudid.
Oh, I won't touch that shit. The reason I ask is because I seen a thing recently, and I'm going to try it myself. It's micro dosing with magic mushrooms.
Yeah,
you're not getting high. You're not getting high on it. It's helping your system. There's even some professional hockey players. Derek would know a little bit about that. I'm just talking. Derek talking about micro dosing magic mushrooms.
Cybacillin, yeah. For pain,
Here we
not
go.
Yes.
that I know of. Maybe, but I always anything I've heard is like for nerve damage, mental health,
Okay.
or just for pleasure.
Yeah.
No, but they are what I never heard anything about pain with them. Although
Okay.
now, because you brought up mushrooms and psychedelics and stuff, I just want to point out that as North American invaders, we are like the only culture or people who take mushrooms or DMT or anything like that, basically recreational. Most other cultures and people take it like, if you do mushrooms, you're doing it as a group with like your grandfather and your parents and stuff, and it's more of a learning experience rather than, hey, look at me, I just fucking seeing shit while I'm walking out in a forest with a bunch of other teenagers. It's more of like a spiritual thing, I guess you could say.
Yeah, I understand that point. Yeah.
No,
Ringo, as Ringo was talking about, he was taking a lot of drugs lately in the edible category. So I was asking if it was for pain and whatever there. So as long as you're enjoying the buzz, Ringo, that's what counts, I think.
Well, I mean, that's part
Why
of
would
it
you love
too.
and do it till it kills you?
Yeah. I mean, that's part of it too. I felt like when you got like throbbing pain, I can see how people become very dependent on medications as well as street drugs and everything else, right? I had a friend actually, that person had a sports injury and got into street drugs, and because the over-the-counter stuff just wasn't doing it. So anyhow,
and when you run out,
too many details, so that person got hooked up on some it entirely ruined her life. But I can see the appeal, right? When you're in a lot of pain and it's agonizing, and it's not even hey, a brick fell on my arm. It's the throbbing. It's almost like having a toothache on your body, and it's
and I find most of these painkillers don't take the pain away. They only mess with your brain, right?
Well, I found that, like, again, not to do the heavy stuff like the perks and all of that. A good combination. Heiko recommended the Tylenol arthritis.
Yep.
And so I did that along with anti-inflammatories, right?
Yep.
And that seemed to help a great deal when I was in lots of pain. But now my pain is about range of motion, right? Because I'm kind of rehabbing, and so it's kind of it's like
I had frozen shoulder for 2 years almost. So boy, do I understand pain. Frozen shoulder is not fun either.
Yeah, that's what I'm facing now, is frozen shoulder.
Oh no! Oh no! Really?
Yeah.
I'm sorry to be the bearer of bad news. But all the specialists up, you can be up to 2 years for this goes away.
Apparently,
it's not fun. It's frozen shoulder. Oh my God, I don't even want to. But with that, what I did, so we can get some humor on this side, is you guys. Have you ever tried a Dr. Ho?
Yes.
Yeah.
So, Junior. Okay.
Oh,
so
Dr. Ho, I've got one.
here's what you do with Dr. Ho, Junior. You put it on your arm up here, right? And then you give it to your friend. And then you got to try and drink.
Yes.
So you put it up and then
Put,
you
oh,
put
and
it
put it
on.
on five.
Oh, I love Dr. Ho, man. Have you ever had a Dr. Ho malfunction on you?
No.
So I used to have
well,
one.
it depends on how you look at it, like I said.
And it
Yeah.
got the pads ended up getting screwed up. So the gel, when you put the gel on, it didn't do anything, right? And I got zapped.
Right.
Like it was like literally
Yes.
you were getting like tased. It sucked.
Yeah.
So,
The best thing,
doc,
get your
doctor-
woman,
oh, go ahead.
put one on your ass, put one on her ass, get inside. and then put them in. Don't try and
Okay.
Don't disconnect.
Yes.
It's funny you mentioned that, Heiko.
Fantastic.
You know what?
You did not
You're
need
probably-
to know about your sexual
Okay, so-
habits.
Okay, so, and again, don't take our recommendations and don't try this stuff at home, kids or adults.
No, try it at home. Let me know how it happened.
Heiko, what you're explaining here.
Send me the video.
Next week, how fun it was.
Okay, let's go through this step by step, Heiko. So everybody here can hear it. So you take one pad and stick it on your
It's on your ass.
partner's ass, and then one pad on yours,
Put it on her ass.
and then once you connect in any way, shape, or
Once
form,
you're connected, you have to be connected. Then you
Oh.
turn it.
so the plug has to be in the socket.
That's right. If
So
you
it's-
try it's you're gonna bounce right back off the socket like you get a shock.
Like the bolt has to be in the nut.
Wind up on the floor. Mm-hmm.
Wow, that's pretty trippy.
Uh-huh.
Okay, I will let you know how that works out.
Yeah, you can change settings.
Okay.
You don't even have to move or do much because it's doing it all for you.
So I have a Dr. Ho. I love it. There's some other ones. They're called TENS massagers. And, it's funny you mentioned that because disclaimer again, I mean, allegedly, they use them for people. There are attachments, I guess you can use them for different things, right? You can massage all kinds of muscles. Yeah. So I'm being evasive a little bit, right?
So are you trying to say that people put it on their penis?
No,
Well-
that'd be nuts.
Well, it would, yeah. If you tied your nuts to it too, like it's
I put them
I
on
read
girls when you
something-
put them on their chest and you make them bounce. And
oh yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I wouldn't put any of those things near the chest or heart or anything like that. I think on a high frequency, they have a lot of impact on a muscle, right? You wouldn't want to.
yeah,
Okay, well, with that in mind, what's the highest? Okay, since Ringo has one, Heiko, do you have one?
Yeah.
Okay, do you have one, George?
No, I don't have one.
So
So those in the group that have one, what's the highest you put it on? I can't get beyond 4.
No, that's me too. 4.
Yeah.
And I put it and I backed it off because I was like, no.
when you start going like this, it's kind of fun though when you hit like 5.
Oh, you're having it.
So they've also got one for your feet too, right?
I have
Yeah.
that one.
Yeah, that's pretty neat. I like that one.
I agree.
Makes me jump.
So, but anyway, yeah, no, that's another way as opposed to, I don't like drugs either. Well, you brought up perks there, Ringo. One time, this is a few years back, it seems to be a lot of people, your lower back. Anyway, short story, long story short, I was aching like nobody, and I'm scared shitless of pills. Anyway, my friend had a perk. So I took that, I cut it in half, and I cut it in half again. So in other words, I took 1/4 of that pill, and I was in head. I felt like I was losing it. Did it solve the problem in my back? absolutely. But my head, I don't know how people take them. God bless. I don't know how they do it.
Well, I broke my hand once, and I was given perks, and I already knew they didn't work. That's when they
Right.
were giving perks like candy. And I was working with a Persian guy, and he's like, "What's wrong?" We were welding, right? And I broke my right hand. I was stupid and maybe had a disagreement or something. Anyway, so he said, "What's wrong?" I said, "Man, they gave me these perks to take, and I can't move my hand." And he's like, "Here, take this." And he gave me this stuff, and he browned it, is what he called it. It was already brown, but he cooked it, and he put it under my tongue, and he said, "Now drink tea, and it's going to taste like crap, but you'll love it." Okay, not a problem. So I do it. Within half an hour, I could move my fingers, and what I broke was across here and in here.
Wow.
So, yeah, I could move. It may not have been good to move, but I could. So I could weld and everything. It was great. And then I'm like, "What was that?" And he's like, "It's tar opium." He goes, "It's the only true painkiller." And I'm like, "You're right." It's like and I wasn't like stupid high or anything. I just felt no pain.
Yes.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Well,
I
there's
just
a lot of Aboriginal. There's a lot of Aboriginal medicine that works. I have stuff in there, like gin root for a cold or something. Takes away that pretty much almost instantly. So, yeah, there's a lot of natural stuff that it's out there for sure.
Okay. I just thought of something really cool. I just have to figure out how to do it. I'm going to take two products and put them together. And one of them is going to be Dr. Hope, and the other one's going to be Twister. We're going to put those two together.
Hey, at my age, if I played Twister, I'd be shaking anyways trying to hold myself.
No, that's
Yeah,
an imagination.
Twister for them young kids.
Yes. Wow.
Although you got me thinking about a video now.
So so on the weekend I bought something off a marketplace.
Uh-oh.
And well, I have yet to. I'm being a little premature on this probably, but so I was asked to put a slight deposit down, which is kind of normal, but you can't, like, at least on Kijiji, you can look at how many, how long a person's been on Kijiji and reviews and everything. But marketplace, you can get reviews, but a lot of people are either new or there's a lot of sketchy people scamming, right? So this particular item.
So Ringo, did you get that machine gun for your army truck?
Shh.
Oh.
No, that's not what I was getting at. But the thing I bought, I had to put down a little deposit, $200, and so I'm getting like mildly concerned right now because there were a couple of replies at first after I sent it and sort of checking in to see when. So I was supposed to pick this thing up today, so I waited the entire day, texted this morning, haven't gotten any answers back, replies, but this individual had a relative, getting some surgery or something, and
okay.
So that was kind of the backdrop. So it could be a complete scam, and I lost $200, or it can be very legit. But my issue is I don't have a lot of patience, period, sometimes. And it's just I wanted to get it. I'm on a schedule for the week. I got other things to do. So today was my day.
Yeah.
So, but, obviously this person might have a good reason. But the more I think about it, it's like, yeah, how easy would that be to say, hey, yeah, I'll hold it for you. And you never hear from the person again, right? You've got no way to really validate or track it or anything like that. So but you take a chance, right? I mean, $200 isn't gonna. It's not even a bad night at a
But the
casino.
thing is, they did get a hold of you and give you an excuse after you paid them the $200. So that I would
No,
say,
no. It was all no. I was told right up front that there were all these other circumstances, and it being the long weekend, I wasn't going to be able to get this thing on, until possibly Sunday or Monday.
no,
So
okay.
so like I said, I might be a little premature, but the more I thought about how somebody could easily do that across the board and make probably a killing by asking, for deposits on things that don't exist, right? But I mean, you can report people and all of that, but I just started to think about the difference between, say, Kijiji and Marketplace. Marketplace, you can find a lot of great deals, a lot of honest people. They do have reviews, but not all of them have reviews because they either don't switch the review switch on, or they've got these real sketchy blank profiles, right? So
Right.
in Marketplace, you can have an account on Facebook, but you can have a presence on Marketplace that has nothing to do with your Facebook. So you can literally be anonymous. And I think that's largely to avoid paying government tax on a second income, right? But it leaves the door wide open for anybody who wants to play around with the system out there. But regardless, I'm going to, trust that this individual has been honest. I'll give you an update next week, but I think that'll be the case. But it got me thinking about, wow, I just paid out some cash I may never get back if the person was dishonest. So I don't know that for sure. And
But again, as you said, $200, that's a night out at the bar.
yeah, it's not like for what I'm getting, it was worth the risk, right? Everything's risk and reward, I suppose. But at the end of the day, if I pick this thing up for what I bought it for, it's a great deal, right?
Perfect.
Yeah.
But just kind of raised the
So
question.
I'm just curious. Why am I on the big screen when Junior is obviously the man of the hour?
Well, because you were talking about, we had you on because we were
Oh yeah,
featuring-
mushroom. Great.
We were featuring mushrooms. So. But before we take you off the big screen, I invested in a couple of mushroom companies. So I'm,
Yeah.
All the
Have you
right
tried their
steps and
products?
things are- What's that?
Have you tried their products?
No, not yet. They've got a couple of interesting people on, like the board of directors is Russell
Are they like an
Peters.
online sales? Do they do online sales?
Well, they're going after the big fish, right? Distribution. So Russell Peters is on the board of directors. And what's his name? Connor, the UFC fighter, Conor McGregor. So he's a partner now. So you can buy all kinds of crazy merch.
Wow.
Yeah. But I bought it when it was pretty, just out there. So we'll see what happens. I'm hoping Biden is, Derek's frozen here. He's got frozen. Derek's got frozen, bitchy resting face right now.
Sure. You hit me up with a spoon, buddy.
Derek's got a bit more than a shoulder that's frozen, you could say, right? All right, we want to tune. We can do
Everybody grab your drink. Cheers.
tune.
Wonderful.
There you go.
You need to drink now. You didn't drink.
I did.
I know you did.
Junior doesn't drink.
He had a drink. What are you talking about?
No, I just water. Just water.
Okay.
He's hosting us.
Just water.
Well,
So, Brad, DJ starting from scratch is with Russell on tour. Another good Toronto boy.
Yeah.
Yeah, and also, what's his name? Todd Shapiro. who was, a DJ, I think a morning host talent. He's actually, I think, this CEO.
Oh yeah.
It's got some pretty visible characters on it, so I'm hoping it does well.
Yeah, I heard about starting from scratch SFS as a few weeks ago. Someone was telling me that he had problems with his MacBook, and I'm surprised he didn't have a backup. But he got in touch with Apple or whatever, and he said, I need a replacement, blah blah. And I said, yeah, sure, no problem. You'll have it by the end of July. So. Yeah. So I don't know how he went on, but anyway, yeah.
It's kind of like your laptop, right? Didn't you give it to Mike or somebody to fix?
That was Lyco, right.
No.
Well, I ordered a new controller mixer. Well, I got a new MacBook, luckily, about a month ago. But when I looked into it, it was October.
So, Junior, I was trying to reach out to you a while back. So yeah, the Maniacs are going to reconvene, and we were looking at. Actually, we have. So you mentioned indie bands. So we have actually a label looking at us right now. So I don't know how that's going to work out, but we wanted to do some kind of. Launch promoting and stuff like that. So I was going to run that by you and see if you had any ideas, right?
Yeah. RFL seem to be doing a lot. I'm not sure if you talked to them or not.
No.
As far as one example, yeah, that's I brought the boys in Barstools and Band Talk down east on one of your shows last time. So that might be an avenue for sure. I can hook you up with Sean and get the right people. So that's one avenue. We can talk privately about the other as well. So good to hear. But get me off a CD as well so I can have a good listen to all your. You are talking about the Motor City Maniacs, correct?
Yep. Yeah. Heiko's wearing the shirt right now.
Oh, is he?
I don't know. Is he? Are you wearing the shirt right now, Heiko?
No, I need to change the sizes. So I don't want to keep wearing it and get it dirty.
Okay.
Fill my drink.
They last a long time. I still got my original one, and it's it hasn't, the logo hasn't flecked off it or anything. It's nice. It's been well used.
They're nice shirts. They're good quality. It's just mine. I got to downsize. It's little big.
Yeah.
What shirts are they?
Ringo's.
Motor City Maniacs.
Yeah.
Well, you obviously have to send one along with the CD then, Ringo. So I have one medium, large.
I think Derek's whole family has a shirt now.
Oh yeah,
right.
Yeah.
And then Heiko, George, did I ever? No. George probably. I've been waiting for the invite.
George hasn't come out to meet us.
I'll present you one at the Atomic Ballroom, George.
No, I live there. I live in the Atomic Ballroom 7 days a week.
Yeah.
24/7. Yeah.
That's right.
I'm happy there.
Clarington's best kept secret.
Actually, no, I'm doing I've done a couple of gigs. I'm actually doing a wedding this Saturday. So
nice. Good.
I've done a bar. I did a bar the other week. What else did I do? I did a private birth party. Yeah.
Hey, Danny, how did you guys make out? I know Musselman's Lake got hit pretty good too.
Yeah, holy crap, Danny, nice to see you. I did get messages from Danny. I think he threw them out on Facebook, and he says, yes, we are open.
I did see that, yeah.
Went down there, but they did manage to open up the restaurant. So,
yeah, I got a couple of friends at the lake there, and they were showing some good damage too.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah. So you can see that burger on the screen right now. That Junior, that is a triple burger, which actually has 2 pounds of hamburger meat on it.
Oh my God.
So
And,
there's a,
and needless to say, and you guys will get a real hamburger, no crap in it.
yes,
Yeah.
real hamburger. We'll get you out to Danny's one day. You can try some of his food, man. It's amazing.
I'd love to.
But the challenge now is Ringo said he can do one of those, and Keith's boyfriend Antonio said he could do one of those.
Yeah.
I want to see that.
Yeah, I think we're gonna kind of the night we go to Danny's, we're gonna have the hamburger test.
Whoever loses, whoever leaves the most has to pay.
Oh,
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
Sounds like a plan.
And I think I might have a third entry for that as well.
So do
Yeah.
you guys know? Did you hear about this?
Like 20 years old, oh, I could do that, no problem. So yeah, okay, put your money where your mouth is, buddy.
I at 20 years old, I could have done that easy.
Yeah,
Three patties, yeah, for sure.
So did you guys hear about that new monkey virus or monkey something?
Monkeypox.
Yeah.
Yeah, COVID's gone. They got to have another one, something, right?
oh yeah, yeah.
Then I saw a meme today. They do the testing for it by sticking a banana up your nose.
Uh-huh.
That is not
But
what I
I
thought you were
don't
going to say.
So apparently it's like a almost a plague virus, right?
Yeah, it's on the skin. You get giant welts.
Right. So like a smallpox.
Yes. Yeah.
Wow, that's
Yeah.
interesting. Wow. So you know what we should do is we should switch gears for a minute because I've got some new information.
Good evening, everyone. In our quest to find out who are they, we've unraveled some clues, but not answers. I mean, this is getting seriously ridiculous. We understand that there will be a major event in August, and we anticipate that it will either be aliens, reptiles, or ancient humans. That's according to many of the guests that we've had on recently. But hey, the search continues.
So all of this stuff we've been talking about, again, this week I heard some other interesting theories that it's like building this big crochet blanket, right? Things start to make a little bit more sense as you go along. So one of the things, like I was looking at I even went back on some videos we were watching, right? And when you watch the conspiracy theorists, flat earthers, every guest that we've had that kind of dip into the realm of, or who they are, space. Here's something that was interesting. Did you guys pick up on the fact that they all believe in God?
Yeah. Really?
Yep. Even what's oh gosh, I keep forgetting her name. What's
Adrian.
that? Adrian. Yeah. Like all of these conspiracy theories, and then there's a foundation for around God, and it seemed to be a common thread. I actually went back and checked on that. So then something I heard this week was interesting. Somebody researched, has done a lot of research on, I guess, the Bible, which is a book for all intents and purposes. But, taking it back, you can kind of tie UFOs, flat Earth, Bigfoot, all of that stuff together, reptilians.
Except
All of it, everything.
well, because we know
Everything
what
can be put together.
right?
Right.
We figured that one out. We debunked
Well,
the monster.
So here's one of the examples. So I've got a room that looks like kind of a murder investigation scene. So I've got Post-it notes now, and I'm connecting dots. But so Bigfoot, for instance, right? How come you can, if you find a print, you're only finding one print, or you'll see 4 or 5 different prints, like, but they disappear, right? I think the longest set of prints that were found were actually in search of the Yeti, and there was a trail, but even that trail ended, right?
Because they disappear into a portal or
another
something,
dimension,
right?
right? So it's this dimensional shift, but then there's also the notion that they're alien, right? Or somehow controlled by aliens, because you got, you know, the fact that they appear, then they disappear, short steps, the glowing red eyes, all of that stuff, right? I'm more inclined to believe that it's, you know, a undiscovered, lost, or a primate. But regardless, when you start to connect these dots, it's to me it's overwhelming, but there are connections, like you said, Derek, right through, right?
Yep.
So this stuff that's going to happen mid-August, we don't know what that is. And George, what were the dates? 14th?
14th of August. Yeah.
August 14th. Yeah.
Yeah. So if you look at what our friend said, who owned the well-being exercise clubs,
Jason Christoph.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'm lousy with names, so maybe that's part of it too. But yeah, so he's basically saying that he professed that this whole notion of subliminal thoughts, kind of it originates from a let's say a race or beings that are from the earth but ancient, very old. They're not powerful enough on their own, or even collectively, to force things into it, force us to do things, or directly confront or kill us, or whatever they want to do, eat us. But they, through power of suggestion, they influence. So
But is that an influence, or is that just like talking in your sleep? Like, sorry, I didn't mean to really cut you off.
No, it's a good point, Derek. It's a good point, because this concept of reptiles, are they really reptilian, or is it, are we being somehow, these thoughts are being put into our reptilian side of the brain, right? Mm-hmm. So whatever we're influenced to do becomes autopilot, or it gets triggered by something, right? But right across the board, two things: they all believe in God, and they the other thing is that they feel that these aren't friendly entities, right? Whatever that may be. So they're here to do some potentially terrible things, right? So again, I'm perplexed, but because again, this person that I heard this from, one of my older friends, very intelligent, but seemed to connect the dots more than ever. And I mentioned some professionals that I know that I was kind of really taken aback when they started to suggest that there was, that they've got figured out. And it really came together when I was told, hey, if you want to find out who they are, just meditate, put your head back, and ask the question. So I haven't done that yet.
Junior got really quiet, so I think he's kind of thinking like, wow, what the hell are these guys talking about?
No, not whatsoever. I've been not only listening to it, but I've also been watching some things. I'm not sure if I may have brought it up last show, but are you guys aware of that there's pyramids not just in Egypt, but all over this planet?
Yeah, in Mexico.
Now, that being said, that recently, I don't know where it was exactly, but they had found in the down in the chambers, which I've always been amazed by this, which falls in line with what Ringo's saying. That back then the mind hadn't been developed that well yet as a human. Now, but the point being is the etches that were on the wall were childlike, but yet they were showing spaceships.
Correct. Yep.
Right.
So now, even being a Christian, it's got me not questioning God, mind you, but some of this stuff you got to wonder if it isn't truly coming into play. So I'm with all this new information, you guys, Ringo, and all of it, you know, if it's going to be August, what I think if it's going to be August something or other, I almost truly, if that is going to be the case, want them to show up, because if the aliens show up here and that is real, my fuck is going to wake up all the people that have wrecked this fucking planet, including what's going on. And pardon me for saying that in Ukraine and how that's just terrorized this planet. I hope it's going to be that kind of an awakening. Truly, I do.
Well, you might be, you might be correct, because what's happening with, you know, Russia and Ukraine, and, you know, more particularly Putin's insanity, you know, there becomes a point where, you know, he's committing war crimes or just outright murder. You know, it's what has a guy like that got to lose, right? And so would he ever put his finger on a button? You know, like, who knows? But it's terrible. And so this person that I was talking to very recently and made a lot of sense said that there's another theory that where there's a God or God, and that can be in many forms, right? Could be Buddha, could be this, could be that. But again, references back to the Bible are that, you know, we're not supposed to, you know, that's God is the one God. There aren't any multiple. But anyway, with that, there's also evil, right? So the devil. And so I was also told that the devil will come out, and and coincidentally, or maybe not coincidentally, the month of May. So we've still got a few days left, but he would come out not representing evil, but be a little bit more underlying and sinister about it, and try and befriend in some way. So that could be a leader, it could be whatever. We'll go from May to September. So which is interesting about that is it kind of correlates with the dates that George and I have been tracking from the conspiracy theorists and everything. And it won't be this boom, you know, hey, by the end of May something gets announced. There'll be this, you know, somehow it's like a starting marker. When in May, don't know, right?
Well, I think I've mentioned this before. I mean, I'm not an expert. I just like read bits and bobs down the years. But remember I said the 30th of April is Walpurgis Nacht, which is the second most powerful night of the year after Halloween.
Yeah.
Right. And that's what that is about a little bit, about the fact that's when, you know, the barrier lifts or the curtain lifts and certain other things cross into our existence or our dimension or whatever you want to call it. Yeah. So that's probably where your main thing is coming from. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So Richard's saying with Putin, there are two questions we need to know. What does he want? What is it he is willing to do in order to get it? So, okay. My opinion on it, and what do I know? What does he want? From what I can see, he wants to bring old Mother Russia back together, right? So
he wants to get the U.S. out of the Ukraine.
Well, right, like, but he's like the, you know, the big kid bullying the small kid, but unfortunately, the small kid knows some martial arts and is fighting back, and I don't think he planned on it being that difficult.
And has some good friends.
But what is he willing to do in order to get what he wants? I think it's, you know, again, my opinion. I think he's trying to flex his power to the point where it's almost like he's on this wants to go down in history as one of the world's,
See, this is
I
what I
don't even
always
want to say leader because he's not. He's a
down.
bully and he's
He's
killer.
threatened to push the buttons, right?
Yeah, he has.
So
But what's stopping him from doing that, right?
That's one thing.
Right.
Now you can threaten to do that.
Yep.
You got to realize when you actually do press those buttons, what's going to happen?
Oh my God.
Shit's going to hit the fan. It's
Yep.
not just going to be between him. Everyone's going to join in because everybody's sitting back and just waiting. Nobody wants to be the bully. Nobody wants to force it because a lot of countries have the power to do the same thing.
Right.
Now, he threatened it, but
he has. It's not, and I don't believe it's an idle threat. I believe it's now he's, where does it go from here, right? Like you can't, if Heiko, if we got in a tank and started to mow people down and indiscriminately just go on a killing rampage, we'd be if we get apprehended, we'd be going to jail forever, or we'd be executed, or we'd be killed along the way. I mean, this is just absolutely ridiculous that, and his cabinet is powerless. You can see that, right?
Yeah.
So there's no I kind of laugh when, this idea of getting together to call a truce and sitting down at a table. When I look at how many kids have been killed and all of that, it's terrible. I think overall our world leaders are cowards.
Well, I agree.
Going to send all of the, aid and trying to choke them out economically, I think is bullshit. If you deal with a bully, it's
just what I said. Right? He's doing things like, again, blowing up innocent people in a bus shelter or a train station or in a school and kids. He's doing the kind of stuff that really gets to, let's say, Western culture. It really gets to our hearts. You know what I mean? You just do that. So I think a lot of countries are just standing by and watching. They don't want to be the aggressor and come back and say, hey, you just don't do that kind of crap and start something, because he has threatened to do certain things. Yeah. So I think the whole world right now is just on standby.
And the Americans have got a senior citizen for a president.
Yeah, like the guy's ready to drop dead any day.
Well, no, I think America, it's interesting that they're. But I think America is they're in an interesting position right now, because if you look at the Cold War, how long that lasted, right? And it was really all about Russia and America, right?
Yeah, everybody else in
NATO. Yeah. So they're kind of sitting around saying, okay, let's see how the rest of the world steps up to this, right? But at the end of the day, we're all fucking pussies, because this should have ended a long time ago. Think of all these, and I think right to the kids that have been killed, right? This should have this is barbaric. We should have never, in today's world, we're letting the snowflakes down, and everyone. I mean, we should be able to handle this with conversations, negotiations, not weapons. As much as I love guns, that's not the way to solve a problem.
I know we don't.
Plus, Ringo, when you look at the friggin', if it's about the land and what they've destroyed now, it's going to take them. I'm not saying they should even win this land, but let's just play pretend here. It's going to take them, 10 years to clean up? They've destroyed everything. What is the point? It's ridiculous.
It's now going to, it's almost like it's a parking lot. But at the end of the day, good on the Ukrainians for. This is all about pride. I was talking to somebody recently that I said, and I really mean this. Like if I hadn't broken my shoulder. I've got enough tactical training and everything. I'd have hopped on a plane and become a freedom fighter, right?
Yep.
For the Ukraine, because we shouldn't be. This was an unfair fight.
Bottom line, you know what, and this is what's tough about it, you guys. I look at in today's world, it shouldn't even happen. It
shouldn't have led to that.
It's just bottom line. Christ
Okay.
Almighty!
Here's a question. Do you think all this would have happened if Trump was still in power?
No.
Well,
That's
no,
right.
Putin, no, they were buddies, right?
They got in power. They put this
Yeah.
bozo in there, and they just wanted him out because he was stepping on toes. But
I agree.
Trump was there. None of this shit would be going on right now.
None of it should be, and it shouldn't have gone on.
I personally, you know, it's kind of funny. I've not got into politics all my life, just my take. But I did kind of chuckle through the time of Trump. I liked him first when I seen him. I guess it was probably on Oprah Winfrey, how he started with 3. Help me. What are those fighting helicopters called?
Oh, the Tomahawk.
What are they called? Yes. Okay. Let's go with that. I think it was. Anyway, so that's how he started. He bought 3 of them with no money and went from there. So his success. Point being is when I seen him, because again, I don't go into politics. In some ways, I'm not a fan of the way some Americans talk about us Canadians. Point being is, I thought, if that's the kind of guy you want to run your country. He's an asshole, but he's a smart motherfucking asshole. And if you're going to do it right, you have to be an asshole. I really like this guy.
Yeah. You're right. There's other countries that are run by people too. Everyone looks at them and goes, "Oh my God, the man's fucking insane." But
yeah, but if you look at,
you gotta. I wish I remember the country this guy is the prime minister of. Maybe you guys can even tell me. But it's a little country. They had tons and tons of problems with crime, and he just stood out in front of everybody. Says, "I can solve the problem. What we will do is all the criminals, execute them all. Get rid of the criminals, and all will go away." You know, and people go, "Oh my God, the guy's a lunatic." But the guy's thinking, because you have all these badasses, you have all these criminals.
But
I'm not saying
Michael. I mean that.
You know,
That's
but
kind of, but that's not a solution, though, right? It's not like you got to go for reform.
He's thinking of cleaning up his country.
Yeah,
because it's so badly out of hand.
Right, but if you take it to an extreme, and you look at criminals, like every pothead dealer who's been put in the clink because of, and now it's legal, right? Like
it wouldn't be potheads. It's people that are out raping other people. Those are the ones.
Yeah.
Well, that's the reasons, when they say that the 2 toughest things to talk about are what? Politics and religion.
Yeah. Yeah.
So outside of that, I'm seeing it's 11. But I want to say I'm glad you're feeling a little bit better, Ringo. That's great to see. I'm happy for you and good to see you guys. And we will get to see each other. I've been kind of off and on busy moving some yachts around and whatever, but the season's coming upon us. Shows are working and whatnot. We, of course, as you guys may know, Anvil are coming on the 27th and 28th. And we have Gilby Clark coming to the Rock Pile as well, September. So we're getting there. And I can't wait to see you guys in person somewhere out there. Glad to get the message about the Motor City Maniacs. And I can finally perhaps hear for real this. I've heard about this guy. He has a so-called voice of an angel. So I'll look forward to perhaps hearing that sometime and whatnot. Yep. So, and George, glad and happy for you that you're out doing your thing. Pardon the expression of that. I do know it's
do your thing.
I can't believe that you got a wedding. I was expecting divorce parties going on. So. Always a pleasure to see you guys. I can't wait to meet you guys in
I've never been divorced, so I have no experience of that one. So, you know.
Oh, you know, I was on the phone with mine this morning. You have no idea. I didn't want to go there. I missed 2 things. My 73 CUDA more than my ex-wife.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And my now $800,000 duplex, thanks to my ex-wife. So other than that,
well, that's it. I mean, I couldn't afford to get divorced. I don't think. No, I've always thought that. You know, people go, well, "How come you've been married so long?" And I go, "Yeah, because I can't afford to." Kidding.
Before I forget, I have a memory for you.
Okay.
Oh, look at that.
Santa's. I don't know.
You know who that is, Ringo?
Yeah, from Toronto, right?
Yeah. Yes,
okay, before my time then. Yeah.
Well, I'm just kind of still fucking around my room. So yeah, other than that,
Definitely the 80s kind of EP thingy. Yeah.
Well, a lot of them are trying to get back. Also, Darby did say hi, Ringo. We just did Darby Mills on our show as well, so she said to say hello.
Oh, great.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Darby is. I was on during COVID 2 New Years ago. I was on a live video party with Darby and some other bands out there. I think there was quite a bit of artists on there, but it was a fundraiser, and so you had to, if you wanted to feature one of the artists, you made a donation to, I think it was a children's hospital lodge or something, but so I did. But yeah, Darby's awesome.
She told a really funny story about Gene Simmons, which was quite hilarious. Same as Miles Goodwin as well. So yeah, I've been keeping busy with that as well. So, but I just wanted to, because I haven't really this way talked to you guys. So she did say hello. So that's kind of cool. But yeah. Oh, and George, I'll get this to Derek. I have something for you, mate.
Oh, okay.
Now it's all about my bad English impression there. Okay, mate.
There we go.
But anyway, I was thinking of you because I got this I've got this for you.
Oh, the mini.
Is that a belt buckle?
Yeah, what is that?
Now, it's a little tin can, and what I'm saying, mate, is it apparently has It apparently has English tea in it. So I'm going to pass it on to Derek to give to you, mate. And you're going to tell me if it's got real fucking English tea in it.
All right. Okay. All right. You're on. Oh, thank you very much. I appreciate that. Yeah. Nicely done.
Yeah. Derek was having a problem with his connection, so he had to hop off. But,
just talking about the weddings. I only do like one a year, by the way. I used to do tons of them. I mean, but I don't do weddings just out of the blue when people, we need a DJ. It's usually I know somebody. Rather because it can be nightmares, right? So
I wasn't kidding, George. When I did weddings, I did advertise this little marketing thing that I did divorce parties.
Yeah, I mean, I should look into that.
It's popular now, right?
Yeah.
That's why I was saying, especially right now. But it was a great,
especially after 2 years of being locked up. But the thing, divorce parties. But I've thought about that. Like the first wedding I ever did was in 1976, and I've done so many weddings up to about 6-7 years ago, maybe. You know what I mean? Now I just do a few here and there, but I just wonder what percentage of those people whose first dance I played are still together. I would love to know that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I do think about that. Yeah, where are they now? Yeah, that'd be fun.
You know what? I mean. Not just COVID, but in the last 20 years, myself, I can't speak for you guys, but yeah, I would say 80%, that high of people that are not together anymore.
Yes, I think it is pretty high. I think on average it would be very, very high. Yeah.
Yeah, especially when you get to be my age. So.
Yeah.
Marriage is a funny institution, right?
This is.
Takes a couple of whack jobs to.
I live exactly a quarter mile from Waypoint. So I say this, I'm too young to be institutionalized.
Yeah. So Junior, is your girlfriend out there with you, or
not tonight? She has her own place. So she only visits when she can. We've been Actually, I got more gifts from her and whatnot. So yeah, we've been kind of yeah.
It's
Yeah,
Fun.
and that's the best way to do it, right? Keep your independence.
Oh, she has a little 9-year-old boy, and it's like this, guys. And I told her to listen to it. It doesn't even matter. I'm gonna hide nothing. But anyway, today's world is people don't necessarily want a serious relationship.
Yeah,
Is what I'm experiencing with look at a great of those that, like I say, you guys are all married. I take it still.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
I've got a wedding anniversary coming up this Thursday.
Yes.
good.
Wow.
Yeah. Same woman. All those years. Yeah.
So I read this thing earlier this week, and it said, we're going to grow old together. So old, in fact, we're going to get senile, and then we'll be a completely new couple to each other.
That's right. Yeah. I mean, that happens because I say to Mrs. George, I go, "Do you remember she goes, no." I mean, even movies.
I
go, like, I saw this movie, watched it on TV or wherever. I said, we saw that in Oshawa like about 10 years ago. She said, I don't remember that.
Yeah. Wow.
So, yeah. So,
well,
a long time.
There's that old line there you could use because it's clean humor. You could tell people you used to have another career, George. You used to be a tap dancer, but you kept falling into the sink.
Yeah.
Oh, I used to use that.
There you go.
Coming into the studio today, a girl rolled her eyes at me, so I rolled them right back. Yeah, they're all a gem, right? All those quick one-liners.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Other than that, I've been listening to a lot of the old music, some Van Morrison, some old BJ Thomas lately, and it could be age. I don't know. I just kind of been revisiting that, so it's I've been having fun just listening to it. Yeah.
It's not.
Thank you, Sandra. Thank you, Sandra.
That's when music was real.
It's you know what, you're right, Hikester. It is just I can't even find the words, but it was so pure. I laughed talking to Miles Goodwin because then it used to be you had to have a 3-minute and some second song. So of course later on when it became, especially being a Skynyrd fan, that we were now listening to 12, 10-minute songs and so on and so forth. Man, I just got to say this again. We were so fucking lucky, and we had the best time for production to you name it. We truly, truly did.
We had the best music in our generation. All the people could actually sing, and they could actually instruments. It was real music.
Yes.
And that's the difference, and that's why you still have radio stations that are playing stuff anywhere from the 50s to the 80s, but after the 90s, everything just died. It was a hit, and then it was gone.
Well, it's like movies. There's
it's
all the originals have been done, right? And now it's just either mixes or hybrids or redos, and there's not a lot of new stuff. And when it comes to movies, through COVID, I mean, we've all been binge watching, and a lot of the stuff, the stories have been told. And watching Johnny Depp in court right now is absolutely, I think it's getting the biggest ratings. Bigger than any sitcom right now.
Dare I say she's a pirate?
Oh my God!
Yeah.
Well, one thing kind of made sense. Like Depp is suing her. Otherwise, I mean, she's just totally destroyed. Like, where's she going to get a gig again? Right? Like, it's going to be very tough, I think. So
she'll get some kind of a friggin' settlement though, Ringo. It's like Paul McCartney's.
I don't know. I don't know.
I don't know. 50 million or something. It was ridiculous.
Yeah, but he's suing her. Like, it's not. Plus, she kind of did a couple of things where, she donated $7 million to some charities, hasn't paid up. Now her excuse is that because
need the
Johnny
money.
suing her, she
Oh.
she's not able to fulfill any of that, right?
Yeah.
But you know what? Absolutely, like in terms of a credible, defendant or whatever, or even a witness. I mean, she's kind of tanked that. I don't know why they're prolonging it, actually, but
Maybe you're
Hollywood,
right. It's for ratings. Maybe I guess you're right. I've been actually also watching old. I just put it up on my screen. The old Andy Griffith, Leave It to Beaver.
Love those
Maybe I'm
shows,
getting
yeah.
old. Sanford and Son, Bewitched, that kind of thing lately. So
Well, one of the things that popped up
What
on
I
my
got
feed.
into? Hogan's Heroes.
There you go.
yeah. Oh yes, yeah.
Like
Yeah.
holy crap!
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And-
I guess because I find it so pure now. I don't know. And through all this kind of whatever, there's so much shit out there, guys. I keep saying this, that I don't know, almost in a sense, what side to believe anymore, to some degree. So I try so hard not to let the mind go there. So that, I guess, watching the simpler times, I guess, has kept the mind calm, or else I'm not even talking to you guys. And quite frankly, I have lost my fucking marbles and I don't know where I am.
Yeah.
Join the club.
Well, like I saw something on my feed yesterday. It was Archie Bunker, right? And I don't know, some of that sort of frowned upon, and it just sort of kind of leads into this thing.
Well,
about,
a bit of trivia for here. Archie Bunker in the States was actually based on a guy called Alf Garnett in the UK. Till
wow.
Death Do Us Part. Check him out. He's a Londoner, South London, and yeah, that's who. It's the same thing basically, but that's where the character was Americanized. And
well, some of
it's
this stuff in
interesting.
the UK is pretty.
Oh God, yeah.
Pretty risque, like I was watching this, the Mighty Boosh. Aos up inside you, finding an entrance where they can. But like it's so dark and creepy, but it's like you're kind of glued to it. But they were ahead of their time in terms of some of these shows and whatever they put out, right? They didn't really care about things like censoring.
No.
People could say what they want.
I watch some of the stuff that everyone used to laugh at now, and even I go, "Oh my goodness!" Like how was that even funny? Really, when you stop to think about it, yeah. I mean, yeah, you laugh at it, but you go, "That's such poor taste," and that's me saying it. So there's got to be something to it, But yeah, there's one called "Love Thy Neighbor." I won't tell you anymore, but there's one called "Love Thy Neighbor."
I know it. Yes.
Do you know the one I'm talking about? Oh,
I do so. Yeah.
The names that fly around in that. Oh, geez, yeah. And that was like one of the top, like, popular comedy, like, whatever you would call them, half-an-hour comedies. Like, wow, unbelievable.
Off the buses, I enjoy too.
On the buses, yeah. There's another one. It wasn't as bad as that one, but that was close to the knuckle as well. Yeah. That was Reg Varney. I'm watching you, and got my eyes on you. Yeah, definitely.
But yeah, I don't know. That's why I tend to do that as well. I watch more humorous stuff. I don't get into drama movies and the world coming to an end type movies, or I don't know. I just prefer to. So yeah, a lot of comedy, and even like what did I watch the other day? Old Richard Pryor's stand up. Oh my fucking, it's funny. Yeah.
Trailblazers. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, what was remember this?
Yeah.
Richard Pryor and that. So yeah. Anyway, it's just
even like Eddie Murphy, right?
But he kind of that was his thing.
Yeah. And you ain't got none.
Yeah.
That won't fly today, right? And
no.
Like it was funny that well, I don't know, maybe not funny, but towards the end of our show last week, we got into a little, I don't know, we didn't really have time to get into a debate, but this idea of erasing history, like Heiko and Derek were going at it right to the credits, but I believe that why erase history, right? Because we have to learn from it. So
precisely,
No,
that-
The
obviously
only
there
thing,
are some-
I would only erase one thing, and that would be all of Madonna's fucking career.
yeah, Black of Virgin. Yeah.
Wow.
It
No.
tends to repeat itself, right? That's why.
Yeah.
That's the
That's
whole
why
thing.
we have history.
Erase history, then people will make the same mistakes that were made before,
Yeah.
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 and that's what they want, right? So,
Well, it's happening now, right? So what can you do?
So
I mean,
if you don't mind, can I give another one of our shows a plug because it's got some new swag? Is that all right?
Oh, yeah.
have to reach back here. So first off,
Oh, that's cool.
that's a pretty cool shirt.
Where's that from? Junior?
okay, so hang on, we'll do the
The back. Uh-huh.
For the love of. Oh, the benefit. Is that okay? For the love of what?
So the band is 2112. So it's the
yeah.
benefit show that we had been like a lot. Rescheduled that, so that's coming up in September as well. So I had a very nice. I get so lucky, guys, man. People treat me. I don't know why, like I am a fucking rock star, and I love them all. Anyway, so this was made up. I may have showed you already. I don't know.
Nice.
The beat goes on. Neil Peart. Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
2112's been around for a while though, right? Like they're as a tribute.
Yeah,
band.
Mike, they changed it up a couple of times. And what's really cool with those guys is when I was talking to Mike, Storage Wars came to mind because a friend of his down their way, they're just outside of Hamilton, Stony Creek,
Yeah.
I believe. Anyway, called him because he had found out in one of the storage units that available was stage props from Rush.
Wow.
Cool.
So they ran down, of course, and got this real stuff. So at the show where they're auctioning off some of this product and other items, of course, going to the family of Neil, and I believe his sister will be showing up as well, and such, and some other guests. So we're excited about that, and to help out a good cause, of course.
Yeah, my neighbor, well, say 3 or 4 years ago, had a bike. He bought a BMW, like an Enduro, and it turned out to be Neil Peart's former bike, and he traveled through Europe, and so he had the saddlebags that had all the stickers from where he had been and everything. And yeah, so he ended up selling it for probably not what it would have been worth today, but yeah, it had some provenance on it.
Nice.
But yeah, in my opinion, there are really 2 drummers in the world that I, had a high regard for, and Neil was definitely one of them. And the other one was a rock drummer, much younger guy, but they both passed. And I think,
this is why I said
now it's the likes of David Grohl, when he's
what a loss there! Oh my God Almighty, I'm sad for that guy with losing David Grohl losing.
Their drummer, yeah.
Oh my God, that's awful.
Well, I met David Grohl when he was with
Nirvana?
when he actually fronted playing drums, right? But Tyler from Foo Fighters. Yeah, that was unfortunate. And
well, there's been too many lately. That's why I'm kind of losing track. So it kind of sucks that way. But other than that, even Naomi Judd, she left her mark.
Mm-hmm. Well, talking of Dave Grohl, I told you before. Check out Studio 666. I don't know if you've seen that movie. It's like,
okay, yeah.
Just check it out. It's actually the Foo Fighters in the movie being the Foo Fighters.
Yeah.
And,
Sorry, yes.
You know what I mean?
And that was released this year, right?
Yeah, I haven't seen it, but I will. Yeah, I haven't seen it, but I will. Yeah.
It's kind of creepy. It's kind of gory, but it's kind of fun too. It's everything. Yeah. It's really good. If you like, because you go to this haunted house to record, the next album, and all kinds of stuff starts happening.
So Brad is saying that Alex Van Halen is a recluse since Eddie passed, and You know what? I think
That's
it's
not
more
true. No, that's not true. I'm sorry to say, I have information to say otherwise. That's not true.
Yeah. So he's out doing stuff. That's good.
Well, yeah, he's actually, they are still talking about doing this. They're calling it a tribute to, of course, Eddie Van Halen in regards to this going on. But of course, they're having a challenge with David because he was going to retire in Vegas, as you may know, you guys. But those shows got canceled. So, but there is a stronger talk of that going on. So, no, I'm sorry, Alex has not been a recluse.
Yeah. Well, you know what? Taken into context, though, if he's lost a lot, not just Eddie, but the rest of the
That's
band.
his left arm. Are you kidding? We have no idea what that could be
what's
like.
left of the band, really? Alex.
He is the band. Well, he is the band. How do you replace
Roth is retiring because that bozo from Kiss, what was it? Gene Simmons said they were out on tour with him and they just canceled them, right? Yeah. So like, I don't know. I haven't seen David Lee Roth on any videos playing lately, so I have no idea whether he's been able to keep up with his former talent. But he was definitely a trendsetter, right? And Van Halen,
absolutely.
Like there's the Sammy years and the Roth years, and
I do agree.
And I when David Lee Roth went out on his own, and he had Steve Vai, Billy Sheehan. Like he had some heavy hitters, and their stuff was incredible. Incredible.
Kick-ass.
Like
Yankee Rose, as an example. You're right. I think that's the way you kind of, in your face, kind of with anything. But
he was almost at the caliber of the voice of an angel, but.
Well, almost. I actually saw that was it 88? I saw him at Kingswood Theatre. I remember in Wonderland, and it was David Lee Roth with Steve Vai. That was a kicking show, brilliant, yeah.
And I've seen David Lee Roth.
Not on that one, no. Yeah, that was but they did do it that night, but yeah. And Poison were the opening act for him as well, so it's pretty cool. Right. I don't know if you guys remember Kingswood Theatre in Canada's Wonderland. Yeah, it was just one of those magic nights, everything just.
I'm glad you kind of used the word. I'm glad you used the word "remember," George, because that's my time at Q and the Hog was 89, 90, and so it is that long ago. So all the shows there, including Bob. I don't even want to get into the other ones, but a lot of great.
Our paths are going to cross at some point because in 1983 I was sat with Gary Slate in the offices of Q107, Laura and Young, on the 32nd floor, I think it was.
That's correct.
And then it was Standard Broadcasting, and then they sold that to, I don't know, his father was Alan, right? And then he moved to CKFM. So it was actually Gary Slate was very interested in bringing me on Q107, right? Wow. And he goes, and I did a thing up there. I didn't have a tape that came over.
If you would have been on Q107, George, where would you be today?
Well,
you'd be right here on the Heikadelic show is where you'd be.
That's fate would have it.
I'll tell you where you'd be. You'd be just like where Junior is, where Al Joins is, and so on, because they don't want to pay us the fucking money.
And
there is
that's why you're on the Heikadelic show. You are all repeat.
That's great. It's the real trip. But I mean, the funny thing was, what it was, it was 83. I was over from England on vacation at the time. I didn't live here.
I see, yeah.
And I just phoned out a few radio stations, and I'd said, I'm over from England. I do some stuff in the UK on small radio, and I just, knocking on your door kind of thing. And everyone said, "Have you got a tape? Have you got a tape?" It was just an idea I had when I got here, and I got this phone call, and it says, "My name's." I didn't know who he was, and he says, "Oh, it's Gary Slate here from Q107." I went, "Yeah."
Nice.
I
said, guy.
I left a message, and I said, "No, I haven't got a demo tape, but if you're going to ask," he said, "That's no problem. Come on down. We'll do one in the studio." So I went down to, as I say, to the 32nd floor. First time I've ever been that high in a building. I mean, it's nothing like Manchester, right? And so I did this tape with this guy, And the weird thing was because like in England, you self-opt, you put all your own stuff on, whereas I was just sat there in a booth talking over, and the engineer, whatever, did you know. And he went into the studio back to see Gary in the office, and he listened to the tape, said, I like it, blah, blah, blah. But I've got nothing at the moment. Maybe around October time, we're going to do a few things. And I said to him, oh, by the way, I'm not around in October. I said, where are you going? I said, I'll go back to England on Monday. So that was it. But we did meet up again when I actually moved here, when I was at CKFM. And I'll tell that story another day, but Q107.
No, that's what happened to me. It's all about timing, just like a rock band. I met, in this case, Gary Obi, when it was the Hog and former CFGM Country. You guys may be familiar when it was that. I knew him from Moncton, New Brunswick. Anyway, there was no job. He offered me internship. Within the hour that I talked when you guys first interviewed me, a guy came in and said, I have to leave. Can you have somebody do this? Yes, here's the guy right here. So I wasn't paid to go on the air. I was paid to drive to all the concerts and give out all the free shit and do cut-in.
Okay.
It's about timing. Never did get on air as a pro jock like the boys, but
So I'm trying to remember. Like you might know this, and you might answer my question. But in '87, Q107 was owned by I don't know who, but it wasn't the Slates anymore. But they had an assistant,
Westcom.
Westcom, that was it. And there was an assistant program director. His name was Don. His first name was Don, and I can't remember his second name. He was the assistant program director. You don't know who that was, do you? Because I'm trying to remember.
In my head, yes, it's an Italian name, but I'm going to say it wrong. Is it Morocco? Because I'm going to confuse it with the wrestler here.
Well, I'll message you anyway. Well, if you just have a think about it for me. I would just need that name because I have a story about that as well, but I need the name.
Awesome.
Marino.
Yeah.
Right on.
Doesn't ring a bell, that, but
So, Hike, hate to say, bud, but we should wrap her up. Junior, good having you on. And
always a pleasure. And I'm hoping sometime soon we can get together and have a beer. And we will let you know when the hamburger challenge goes down at Country Stop Burgers. Maybe down and join
that'd
it.
be a fun outing, right? Yeah.
And I look forward to the cup of char that you're going to send. Cup of tea, cup of char.
Yes.
Rosie Lee. Yeah, they're going to send.
Right. Okay, good.
I appreciate that. Yeah.
And we're all going to sometime meet at Derek's hopefully this summer as well. So always a pleasure, you guys, and great to see you as always.
All right.
Yeah, maybe we can set something up at the ranch here. So
Great. That'd be great.
Potential. All right.
All right. Thanks. Thanks for being on there, Junior. It's awesome seeing you again. And I also want to thank Danny for getting everything running at Country Stop Burger. So for the people that are still out of power and need something to eat, they serve breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Go out to Country Stop Burgers at Ballantree and have a great meal. And I want to thank the people that were on the show tonight. We had Kathy, Sandra, Richard, Bradley, Murph, and Danny himself. Yeah. So
can I just say quickly about Brad? He does a thing on Facebook called DJ Staples 93. He's had some fabulous guests on. Check him out. I know it's at the same time the ballroom is on, which is no problem. Check out Brad. He had Gilmore from Triumph on the other week. He's had Alan Frew on there from Glass Tiger. Great chat. DJs and rock artists, you name it. He had the singer from BKS on last week. Just check out Brad. So don't worry about the ballroom tomorrow night, folks. Check out Brad.
Sandra, thanks for hanging in there as well.
To Sandra.
Hi, Sandra.
It's been a pleasure having you on.
Thanks,
we want
Sandra.
you here again, listening or viewing or whatever you do and drinking with us. Right back here next Monday night at 9:30 on the Heikadelic Show. See you next week, folks. Have a great time. Enjoy the weather and the beer.
Hopefully Derek will be back as well.
Yes, he will.
So
thanks, Peter.
And if you're hungry, order that one in advance. All right.
We're doing it. See you guys.
Okay. Awkward. I need a producer. We need a producer. I'm trying to find the button. I got a broken shoulder.
There's a button you're supposed to press, Joe.
Is there a
Hit the
button? There's no
This never
button.
happened. It didn't happen in rehearsals, did it? You know.
I just need another beer then. Whatever.
Well, you've got us for the next 2 hours, folks. Sorry about that.
Oh,
Yeah, there you go.
I've lost my button. I've lost my button.
I'll go get
Oh.
another. I'll show another backside if we need to.
Oh,
I'll go and grab one. I'll go and grab a backside. Yeah.
oh.
Oh yeah.
I'm sitting on mine right now. Holy shit.
Sitting here.
You know what's funny? George from the Atomic Ballroom and Heikadelic Show told me that if I wore headphones and a microphone, he'd teach me how to be a DJ in space. Well, I'm already up here. So where are you, George?
I'm just.
Oh gosh, and shit on a stick. Johnny Ringo, when are you gonna get back on stage? The COVID thing is over, right? Well, it's not, but things are safe to go out, right? I haven't even gone out, but I want to get out and see Johnny Ringo live in the clubs. Or the big stage, yeah. Lots of whining, no tears.
Well, that's another wrap for the Heikadelic Show, folks, so time to get dirty. And don't forget, listen in next week on Monday night and every Monday after that for the Heikadelic Show at 9:30 Eastern Standard Time. If you'd like more information on the Heikadelic Show, please find us at www.theheikedelicshow.com or .ca. We'll see you all next week on the Heikadelic Show. If you're interested in becoming a sponsor for the Heikadelic Show, it's easy. Just send us an email at info@theheikedelicshow.com. Meanwhile, you can browse our website at www.theheikedelicshow.com or .ca. Click on our sponsor tab and find out more information on sponsorships. Thanks for joining the Heikadelic Show family.
Whiskey barbecued noodles with hamburger on them. Okay, good.